Queen Elizabeth II was born in London on the 21st of April 1926 and christened Elizabeth Alexandra Mary. She was called Lilibet by her close family. She was educated privately at home, as was her only sibling, Princess Margaret. When her father acceded to the throne on the abdication of her uncle, who reigned as King Edward VIII, she became the heir presumptive to the British throne. Towards the end of World War II, Princess Elizabeth served in the Auxiliary Territorial Service. She went on her first overseas tour in Southern Africa in 1947, accompanying her parents, King George VI and Queen Elizabeth, who was later to become known as the Queen Mother. She celebrated her 21st birthday while on this tour, and in a broadcast to the Commonwealth, she pledged that she would devote her life to the service of the people of the Commonwealth and the great family to which they all belong.
I declare before you all that my whole life, whether it be long or short, shall be devoted to your service and to the service of our great imperial family to which we all belong. But I shall not have strength to carry out this resolution alone, unless you join in it with me, as I now invite you to do.
She acceded to the throne on the 6th of February 1952 while on a royal visit to Kenya, when King George VI died of cancer. During her long reign, the Queen made hundreds of state visits and tours of the Commonwealth and became the most widely travelled head of state. When it was announced that the Queen would visit Gibraltar in 1954, the Spanish government of General Franco suggested that she should omit Gibraltar from the itinerary of her royal tour, in the same way that some potential trouble spots were excluded from the program. The Spanish request was refused. This placed the Spanish consul in Gibraltar on the spot. As the senior consul in Gibraltar, it was he who would have to greet the Queen in Gibraltar in the name of the consular corps. The solution that was adopted by General Franco was to withdraw the Spanish consul from Gibraltar and to close down the consulate. It was the start of a long Spanish campaign of attrition against the Rock. The visits of the Queen and the Duke of Edinburgh went ahead on the 10th and 11th of May 1954 and was a huge success. The original Reclamation Road was renamed Queensway by the Queen. It was festooned with banners embedded with crowns and the message, "Welcome." At the lunch at the Assembly Rooms given in her honour on the 10th of May, the Queen made a speech in which she said that Gibraltar was famous for three things: its inviolable strength, the loyalty of its people, and the strategic part it has played on so many occasions. The Queen was presented with a framed oil painting of the Rock seen from Western Beach by Gustavo Bacarisas. It was a gift from the members of the Legislative Council and the City Council. They were the forerunners of the Gibraltar Parliament. The Queen agreed that the painting should remain in Gibraltar. It was to the Queen that a petition was sent by the women of Gibraltar in March 1966, when the Spanish campaign was gathering momentum in the build-up to the closure of the land frontier. The petition asked for Gibraltar to remain British in perpetuity. It was hand-delivered to Buckingham Palace by Angela Smith and Mariola Summerfield of the Gibraltar Housewives Association. When Prince Charles and Lady Diana Spencer announced they would begin their honeymoon in Gibraltar in 1981 on the royal yacht Britannia, the King of Spain informed the Queen that he would not attend the royal wedding at St. Paul's Cathedral. On that occasion, the Queen is said to have been content with the plans made by Prince Charles. "He is my son, it's my yacht, and it's my rock," is what she's reputed to have said. Despite many calls over the years for the Queen to return to Gibraltar on a second royal visit, this never materialized. It was feared by decision-makers that it would be too politically contentious. The Queen nevertheless took a keen interest in Gibraltar's affairs and was very well informed. At many receptions and investitures at which the Queen spoke to Gibraltarians, she showed just how much she knew about the Rock. Her affection for Gibraltar was reflected by her ready agreement to grant the title of Royal to the Gibraltar Police Force in 1992 and to the Gibraltar Post Office in 2005. The Royal Gibraltar Post Office is indeed the only post office in the Commonwealth to bear the title Royal. In turn, the affection that Gibraltar has always had for the Queen was reflected in a manifest way on Gibraltar's coins. Since 2010, they have borne the legend Queen of Gibraltar on the obverse next to the Queen's portrait. The Queen was happy to agree to this formula of words. Queen Elizabeth became the longest ruling British monarch in September 2015 and the longest-lived British monarch in December 2017, when she surpassed the records held by her great-great-grandmother, Queen Victoria. She was also the longest-ruling female head of state in the world. Here she will be long remembered as a staunch supporter of British Gibraltar.